Good morning students. Today we are starting the chapter verb from your grammar book. First of all, what is verb? A word used to describe an action, state or occurrence and forming the main part of the predicate of a sentence such as hear, become, happen is known as verb. Or in easy way you can say that verb show action, state of being and position. Let's see some examples of verb. Walk, hang, stand, pull, throw, push, jump. These are some examples of verb. Now let's discuss types of verb. What are types of verb? Verbs has been divided into different types, that is principal verbs, auxiliary verbs, transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Your non-finite verbs are further divided into infinitives, participle and gerunds. Principal and auxiliary verbs. These verbs are also known as main verbs. These verbs can stand alone. For example, my mother cooks well. In this, what is your main verb or what is your principal verb? Cooks is your main verb. She wrote a letter. And this, what is your main verb? Wrote is your main verb. Now let's see auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb? These verbs are often used with other verb to complete the meaning of the sentence. Means these words cannot stand alone, or you can say auxiliary verb help the main verb to describe the action. That action happened in the past or is happening in the present or will happen in the future. That's why it is also known as helping verb. For example, Reena is writing a letter. And this, what is your auxiliary verb? Is your auxiliary verb. She is dancing. And this, what is your auxiliary verb? Is your auxiliary verb. Let's see some examples of auxiliary verb. Am, are, be able to, been, do, does. These are some example of auxiliary verbs. Now your auxiliary verbs are further divided into primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. What are primary auxiliary? When the verb is followed by the principal verb, it is known as auxiliary verb, and when they occur alone in the sentence, they became principal verb. Let's clear it with some example. Rakesh is a good dancer. In this, is your main verb. Why it is your main verb? Because in this you are not having any other verb. That's why is become your main verb. Rakesh is writing a letter. Now in this, is will become your helping verb. Why it will become your helping verb? Because this sentence is having other verb, that is your main verb, that is writing. Now modal auxiliary. What are modal auxiliary? The following are the modal auxiliary verb in English, that is can, could, may, should, must have to, might, may. These are your some modal auxiliary or modal verbs. Now they are used with the other verb to express ability, permission, advice, obligation or possibility. Now they need a principal verb. Modal auxiliary need a principal verb to complete the meaning. For example, I can speak English, and this cannot stand alone. It need the principal verb, that is speak, to complete the sentence. Now it might rain today. Might is your modal auxiliary and rain is your main verb. So modal auxiliary need main verb to complete the sentence. It might rain today. So complete sentence because modal auxiliary is with the main verb. Is it clear? Now let's discuss transitive and intransitive verb. What is transitive verb? Transitive verbs are action verbs that have an object to receive that action. For example, I bake some cookies. I ride the bicycle. I move the chair. In this, the verb is having some object to receive that action. Is it clear? Now intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs are action verbs, but unlike transitive verbs, they do not have an object receiving the action. For example, I laugh, I cry, the book falls, and this they are not having the object to receive that action. Is it clear? Now let's discuss the finite and non-finite verbs. And your non-finite verb is divided into participle, gerunds and infinitive. Now let's see finite and non-finite verbs. A verb which shows time or a verb which is limited by a number, person and gender of the subject is known as a finite verb. For example, Neha writes letters. They write letters. We have written letters. And thus you can see that write is changing according to the subject. Now non-finite verbs, a verb that does not show time or a verb which is not limited by a number, person and tense of the subject is known as non-finite verb. For example, Raman tries to sing. We try to sing. They try to sing. And this your sing is not changing according to the subject. Now let's discuss kinds of non-finite verb. These are participle, gerunds or infinitive. Let's start with participle. Participle act as an adjective and are of two kinds, present and past. Present and with the ing, and while past participle and with the ed, d, t, en or n. Now let's see some example. The drunken man, a ruined city, a misspelled world. These are some example of participle. Now let's see gerund. What are gerunds? Gerund act as a noun and it ends with the ing. Example, seeing is believing. I enjoy studying coins. I enjoy reading. So these are some example of gerund. Now let's see infinitive. Infinitive act as a noun and usually preceded by to. For example, to play is the only thing Pari want to do once she finishes her exams. I know this play is brilliant, but my friend refuses to watch. So these are some example of infinitive. So students, now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. So let's start. I laughed, and this you have to find out the verb and whether it is transitive or intransitive. Swimming is Rahul's favorite hobby. In this, you have to find out is it non-finite verb or finite verb. My sister drives well. In this, you have to only find out the verb. So students, give me the answers of these questions in the comment section below. Thank you. So students, that's all with this chapter. Thank you.